Buddy Pod, baby. I'm a buddy, and he's a dude.
And I'm a dude, and he's a buddy.
Hell yeah, man. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
EP4.
EP4, we're rocking and rolling here. We're trying to hit that 21 mark so we can be the top 1%, and then we're going to keep on pushing, keep on going, and rocking it out.
That's right. We're trying to pump these puppies out. We're not going to miss a day, even though some fucking roofers came here and knocked out our goddamn internet today. So we don't really have a plan as to how we're going to get this podcast to you tomorrow, but we're going to get it to you.
We'll get it to you. And in a whole fashion, too, dude. It's like my room's where the roof goes to, and it's a Sunday. We're recording on a Sunday right now today because we had a busy week, so we pushed it to the end of the week to record. And I don't understand why people would come into work on a Sunday at 9 a.m. to roof the roof.
To roof the roof. Well, listen, if they're going to roof anything, it's going to be the roof.
Yeah, I'd rather them roof the roof than my drink, to be honest.
That's true. Hey, now. Speaking of which, we're enjoying a nice, crisp, cold Coca-Cola Zero.
Coca-Cola Zero.
Isn't that nice? Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but it's a sponsor for we sponsor them by
Not
paying them every day to get a Coke Zero.
Yeah, we do. We pump a lot of money into the Zero. Yeah, not a sponsor. We don't have any sponsors yet, but we're gonna have sponsors. We're gonna get there. Quick story before we do our check-in,
Yep.
our weekly check-in. I used to do a podcast years ago, Danny, and we were sponsored by Fleshlight.
That's awesome.
Remember Fleshlight?
That's a pretty dude-friendly sponsor.
That was pretty dude-friendly. And every week we would receive just a bag of vaginas molded after famous people's vaginas,
girls,
right? Yeah. And we'd get these little party bags. And one time I actually, a friend of mine, a listener, I won't, shall remain nameless.
Shall we name this?
Yeah. I gave him it was like a little pocket rocket.
Okay, those small little like the kind of eggs ones, the mini
little guy,
the mini one,
little guy
for traveling, and you want to have a little you put it in your pocket and you rock and roll, and people are like, oh, what's that? And you're like, don't worry about it.
You could fit it in your sock.
Yeah, it's a roll of toonies. That's
fit it in your sock, pull it out on the airplane, whatever you need to do. And I gave it to him, and he was heading home that night. And I guess he couldn't wait, so he ended up busting it out.
Some gifts need to be opened as soon as receiving them.
Well, it wasn't Christmas, right? It was just it was a fucking.
So why wait till the 25th?
Wednesday night. So I gave him I gave him this pocket rocket, and on his way home, he pulled into P3, level 3 of a parking garage, and he fucked it right there in the goddamn parking garage.
If you're like using a Fleshlight, I don't think it's a P1 or a P2 kind of situation.
It's
like,
P3.
Yeah, it's get to the bottom of the depths of the parcade and run rampant on
P3
it.
Just go
P3 for your P1.
Crazy on it. And he did. And he did. And he just hand fucked.
Have you ever used one?
Not the pocket rocket.
But have you used a Fleshlight?
Yeah, I had to try the product.
Yeah, of course.
I had to try the product.
The guys at work gave me one before like I left the TV and film industry and the construction side. My send-off for a long tour was they were like, here you go, Danny. Here's a
it's your turn. I feel like the construction one just gets passed around.
But it was the Argentinian guy at work, and he would always I
broke it in for you.
Yeah, no, he was always like talking about anal and everything, and I was like, oh, sick, and he's like, I got you an anal one.
This one works.
Yeah, it was just a mold of a butthole, and I was like, I guess I'll try it. I tried it. They're pretty like
versatile little things, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't mind. What, the butthole or just the Fleshlight?
Buttholes in general.
Yeah,
but yeah, certainly the Fleshlight.
They can take a beating, can't they?
Well, yeah. I mean, but here's the thing: there's some repercussions.
Repercussions. Some repercussions.
That come with fucking an asshole.
Yeah, man, you got to be loose.
So he had sex with this thing, and then he had to go home to his family, and he just felt a lot of shame for a few days. And I was like, dude, it's not that you necessarily fucked a pocket rocket.
Why would he?
And it's not necessarily that you fucked in P3 of a parking garage. It's that you fucked a pocket rocket in P3 of a parking garage. He should have went to any other place to do that. That's pretty. I mean, he made the situation darker than he needed.
You know, what'd be funny though is if he went into the back seat to do it. Like he was hooking up with an actual girl in the backseat of his car and just started pocket rocketing. And then he's like, there you go. But then he slips her a $60 bill in the fold. And he goes, there you go, baby.
Buckle?
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's any shame to it. There's like...
there's no shame.
Maybe it was like he did it like... I don't know. The shame would probably maybe come where he's like, I gotta do this, and then just did it.
Probably no. That's a classic.
I think the shame comes of when you have to wash it out and dry it on your dish rack.
No, the thing is, they always say you can wash this out, put it in the dishwasher, do whatever with it. But let's be honest, most people are throwing that thing in the fucking
it's a one-time
garbage
use. I like how they
pump
give you
and-
like the silicone powder too. It's like a little they'll give you a powder and a lube in the first use.
powder?
Yeah, to refresh the
for
silicone.
cleaning it.
Yeah, so you clean it, and then after you put the powder in there, and then it makes it all like
Real?
Yeah, smooth. Mine had a powder.
Wow.
Used it multiple times till the powder was done, and then I threw it away in the bin.
Well, how do you do, guys? Welcome back to episode 4. Just point being, we're drinking a little Coke Zero here. We're not sponsored yet. We're chugging along here in New York City, dude. It is
Chugging along. We should have done our check-in before.
We're gonna check in right now. I just wanted to give a quick story. I didn't know that it was gonna diverge.
Wow, you know what happens here on the Dude Buddy podcast, man. One story leads into another.
You know, butterfly flaps its wings, huh? Well, it's we're coming in on, I don't know fucking how long I've
3
been
months.
here now. I'm closing in on 3 months this week in New York City, and some things have happened, some good things have happened, some bad things have happened. I got to leave town.
Yes.
On the last episode, I was
First road gig.
it was my first road club weekend here in the United States, and I went to North Carolina, and I thought that would be a wonderful experience. But I went to Greensboro, and the first thing I saw was that truck with a giant screen on it that said "Men lead, women breed," and it was
Oh yeah, that's
and it was a
very welcoming.
it was a nice Southern kiss.
Yeah.
Southern kiss when I
Yeah.
came in, and there was a speaker playing from the truck, and it was like, honk if you agree that men are God's chosen leaders. And goddamn, you'd think the traffic was jammed up with the way they were honking down
That's
there
like
in Greensboro. And I found that this truck, it's obviously driven by him.
He's on the mic, Tony Robbins
Dude,
mic, just
hell yeah.
driving while he's doing it.
And he was running for office down there.
Oh, get out of town.
Yeah. I could bring up his website after. It's fucking,
Lord.
It's fucking phenomenal. Actually, I'll bring it up.
That's his campaign slogan.
Oh damn! I don't know if I won't be able to find that right now. But no, this whole thing was that. But the best part about it was, right, because people that I find the people that lean so fucking hard into that type of shit are also clearly. I mean, there's a lack of self-awareness in certain regards. But this guy on the like the logo for the truck, basically, right in the video, it was him dressed as a woman and him dressed as the man. Like he was both the woman and the man for the ad. So this guy talking about how he just fucking hates women and obviously is just like a God-fearing straight man, but he still had to put on some makeup and a wig and a dress.
Yeah,
just
because that's what he has in his
drive
closet.
it home. Yeah, exactly.
He's got it
Hell
in
yeah,
his,
he
in his
does,
closet.
dude.
He's like, I need to use something besides just my Saturday nights. And then he went on a campaign slogan for it.
Yeah, those guys are not to be trusted.
No, I don't. I think it's like there is like a layer definitely of like insecurities as well as like some past trauma that has to just reignite inside
move
you.
this goddamn.
You want to move it back a little bit?
Yeah, no, I'm like a little on an angle. No, you come forward.
I can't.
All right, fuck it.
We just got to rock and roll.
Guys, we're just trying to, we got
Oh, and by the way, if you have noticed,
We're trying.
Big things have changed here in the 2R studio.
it's still going to change. I taped up an old dirty pizza box. We hammered that thing last night in
Yeah.
under 5 minutes.
We got some nice Amazon specials behind us here, a nice beautiful backdrop, and you can still see our nice white wall here.
Yeah, for the listener, we're trying to juice up the set here
Trying to make
at
it
2R
a nice
Studios.
place where it's so beautiful, and when we have our guests come in, it's not just like sit on our couch. It's like, hey, check it out. We've put some effort and some time and some money into this beautiful, beautiful production that we have here.
That's right. And next
2R.
week we're not going to say who it is yet, but we will have our first guest coming in here, dear friend of ours and an absolute titan here.
titan
Who is
in the industry.
another dude who came here and kicked New York's ass, and now fucking he's eating all the apples, baby.
Eating all the apples, selling out his shows on the road, and producing a lot of good content
You'll
for the
know
people
him.
to eat
You'll
up.
love him. It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. But this week, it's just us talking, man. So let's check in. How was your week, Danny?
The check-in was good. The week was all right, man. I enjoyed it. I'm getting a lot more opportunities. People are wanting me to host their shows and do more spots, which is great. I feel like the community is more welcoming here. There were several times throughout this week. It was pretty much like a compound day where I had to check my temper and check my anger, to be honest, with it. Just running into civilians. That really pissed me off.
Yeah, Danny got pretty fired up.
Got pretty fired up.
Got pretty fired up the other night. He didn't challenge him into a fight, but you certainly told him.
I had to put a person in check. That's what it was. I had to put a person in check, and I got. I didn't get as angry as one would in this situation because I'm sober, right? I haven't been drinking for 2 years, and so in this industry, you have to go around. And we had a nice celebratory night for your big event. And
as you know, Danny, first of all, famously on this podcast, is a man with zero context. So why don't we just set up what the fuck was happening on this night?
This is what happened. So you opened up for Theo Vaughn.
I opened up for Theo Vaughn. I got to do. Let's just for a moment. I got to do the legendary Beacon Theater,
which is a beautiful theater.
Which is a big step for us. Mm-hmm. Just listen, man. It was nice to do something real here for a second, you know. Made
you feel like you were back at home again.
I was back at home, and I felt like I was back home in Toronto, kicking ass.
Yeah. So you opened for Theo Vaughn,
and
crushed. It was great. Everybody did a swell performance to go down there and see that happen and meet the gangs and stuff. So after the
gang.
We go out and then we close out the stand, chill in there in the green room, having a really good time. And then
Theo came by, chilled for a bit. That was cool. It was nice.
And then we got to talk about Jordan Peterson with him. That was pretty fun.
Well, first of all, we like the Jordan Peterson impression in this apartment.
Yeah.
Danny rips a pretty good Jordan Peterson. We'll pull it out on the pod.
We'll pull it out here and there.
But we got to do that. We got to talk about him with Theo, which was pretty cool because Theo's obviously interviewed him, and it's fuck, that guy's a maniac.
Yeah,
Peterson's
a wild, but he's a true Alberta boy. You know what I mean? He grew up in Alberta.
Jesus.
So anyways, we go out and then we want to keep the night going. So we go out to another bar and you guys are having some drinks, and then I don't know who it was that invited this goon into the circle.
We walked into this bar. Danny.
Yeah, we walked
into this bar and there was a guy already there alone, right? And he was sitting at the bar, a Jersey boy.
But our circle was closed, and then Stuart, I believe, was like, "Oh, well, what are you doing over there? Why don't we open up the circle?" And then he comes in, and immediately I'm like, "This guy's 2 sheets to the wind." He's telling us about how he almost died because he jumped the rails, the subway rails, tripped, fell, hold the third rail, got electrocuted.
Came back to life.
For
better or for worse, we don't know.
To piss me off. That's what he came back to life for. And then, I understand the way that I sound. I've got a Canadian accent and stuff. So this guy picks up on it and then starts, mimicking me. And I'm like, okay, man, yeah, that's funny. And he's trying to tell all these jokes and stuff. And then in the middle of the conversation, he stops, looks at me and goes, "I'll block your left hook, your right hook, and then I'll hit you with an uppercut." Nice. And I went, "Sorry, excuse me?" And he's like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What did you just say?" He's like, "Oh, I said nothing." And then I was like, okay. So I let that slide. And then he does it 2 more times. And then he just stops and stares at me. And he does the grip me up, where he grabs my hand for a little shake. And then he stares at me. And I go, "Okay, man." And I let the Alberta show. The temper came out, and I said, "Buddy, I don't like you. I don't like anything that's in front of my face. I'm going to sit here. You're going to fuck off. And if you want to have something, we can have something. And I have no problem putting your head through this fucking floorboard. So you can piss right off. Stop fucking saying you're going to punch me out or do whatever. And if you want to do something, let's fucking do something." But I kept it real quiet, and he looked at me, and he's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, man, no more discussions with me. You want to talk to these guys, but you can fuck off, and don't ever think you're going to talk to me right now because I don't like you."
I thought he was cool. He was buying me drinks.
Yeah, he was buying you drinks, and then because I told him, I'm like, "Man, I don't drink 13 times."
You know what?
And he did it.
You know what?
But I believe it. I believe there's this.
I like that guy.
Well, yeah, you do like him because he was feeding you. And then when I brought it out, you were like, "Whoa, we need to settle it down."
Yeah, I went easy, dude. We
Dismiss
still got
him.
2 more on deck here.
Yeah, but then it was just a piss off. But I believe it's where it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, there's people in this world that just need to be slapped out, or they haven't been slapped out enough. And I understand he was drunk and he was trying to crack jokes, have good times, and enjoy himself. But it's like, I don't know. Some people I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, and I like it. And I think people take advantage of that, where I can kind of dismiss it and make a aloof of it or have a good time, and then they just keep pressing and pressing and pressing to the point where I'm like, okay, man, like I gotta check you now.
Yeah, you understand that? So if you ever fucking see Danny at the bar, you don't make a loof of it.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't make a loof of it.
Don't make a loof out of it.
Don't make a loof out of it.
But you know what I'm saying, though, man.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get you all.
And you liked it. You liked it. You were all like,
course
I liked you getting all fired up there.
Because I like that shit,
And I didn't want to do it because you got Theo's manager over there, and we're with 3 other like comedians, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be this guy, but I had to.
I like seeing that shit. I like seeing that Canadian come out.
Well, you got to, man. It's like you could take me out of Alberta, but you can't take Alberta out of me. And I you know what I mean? I've traveled the world, and I've seen a lot, and I've kind of opened up my horizons and stuff, and I try to repress it, but at the end of the day, man, it's like,
you know what you need?
I need to drink, dude.
You know what you need?
That's
you need a butthole fleshlight.
A butthole fleshlight to take it out,
And you need the pocket rocket. That's what I was talking about. You tuck it in your sock. You walk into a bar, guy starts bugging. You go,
I'm a little stressed out. I'm going to the washroom right now.
You go, 1 second, dude. I'm just gonna go. I just have to go take a pee. And you go in there, and you just violently fuck this butt until you come so hard.
Yeah, I'm like, you like that, you little fuck, huh? You like that piece of shit? You
come
want to
back.
say you want to uppercut me?
You come back with red cheeks, and you're all calmed down.
Oh, yeah, I'm all. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, brother. Hey,
but there was a couple times where I had to check my anger.
Hey, listen. This is what's happening.
But that goes with the ebbs and flows and stuff, man. And it's like a couple of these people just need to,
It's adversity, dude.
They take advantage of the Canadians and they think we're pussies. But at the end of the day, it's like, I will fucking. All right, you want to see it? You can have it.
I think you're getting fired up again.
I'm getting fired up.
I think you're getting fired up.
I'm getting fired up in this place.
You need to relax.
You're firing me up.
I think you need to calm down.
Okay.
It's a little adversity. The city's trying to test us. And if you listen, you're a God-fearing man. The Lord is trying to test you right now because we've talked about it. No health insurance in this town.
No health insurance, and you're on an O1 visa. Can't get deported.
Can't get in a fight.
Nope.
You can't get in a fight. And he'll keep throwing Jersey boys at you. And you're going to have to keep fucking shuffling your chair away.
Dude, it was just like over and over and over.
We had a great night.
It was a beautiful night.
We were in a big beautiful theater.
And then this little slice came by, and it was like, But the thing was, I didn't like the multiple threats. That's what it was. And then it's like, okay, you're gonna say that, then like, what's up?
Yeah, I know, Dan. We all know what you didn't like.
I didn't like it.
You're upset.
I'm cool now. Cool as a cucumber in the bottom of our drawer, and a nice level 3 out of 5 in the fridge level.
We had to put. What the fuck does that mean?
That's cool as a cucumber in a nice cold area.
Well, I understand the reference. But what's a 3 out of 5?
Well, 3 out of 5.
Is the fridge set to 3?
Yeah.
What's our fridge set to?
3.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a nice medium. It's not too cold, not too hot.
I'm gonna have to pop your head in there in a sec if you don't chill the fuck out,
buddy. I could take all those shelves out and hide in there.
You sure?
It's like an atomic bomb would come out. I'd hop in the fridge.
I feel like that wouldn't help.
I mean,
getting blown into a fridge.
Yeah, dude. And if atomic bomb hit, nothing's gonna help you.
I like to think, dude, we got to build bug out bags.
We do, man.
We got to build bug out bags, and not even for an atomic bomb, for literally for when we run out of money here, and the guarantor has to take over the fucking contract for our place.
We're on the run. We're on the lam.
Get the fuck out of here. We can't go home.
No.
We can't go home. We
he
can't
knows
go to
we're there. We're going to fucking Arkansas, bro.
No.
Yeah, we'll start a little farm, a little potato farm on Arkansas.
Do we go south or do we go far, far north?
Oh, we get the fuck out of Dodge and we go back to our respected homes that we grew up in, dude.
No, you blow right through there. You have to go past there. You can stop for a high five, but you keep going north.
That's my thing, dude. If anything hits the fan, I'm going straight. Like, if zombies happen, I make my way to my house in Edmonton, and if I have to put my parents down, I put them down, and then I figure out what I want to do after my quest.
Like, you get there and they've already been licked?
Yeah, so and I'm bang, bang. That's what I do. It would be harder not to shoot my mother, but my dad, I'd be like,
Dad's getting it.
Remember when I was 9?
Daddy, your dad he hadn't even been bit. Yeah. He hadn't even been bit. You just murdered your dad, dude.
He's like, I wasn't bit. Dude, once my dad said if there was a house fire, he would go in and save my mom first, and if he couldn't get me, then so be it.
I'm looking up at the whiteboard right now, and I've noticed that
none of what we're talking about is on that whiteboard right now.
Well, because you're just going off.
Oh.
We have this.
Sometimes you lose your route.
Note about a bus driver, but I just want to point out that Danny spelled bus with 2 S's.
Because it's bussin'.
Nah, come on, dude. That's a hiccup.
Is it?
That was a.
Well, bus is B-U-S, right?
That's right.
B-U-S-S would be like, no, B-I-S-S is business.
Yeah, no, it's just wrong.
I don't know. What can you say? Maybe I've been watching a little too many German documentaries here.
The
Wanted
Bus.
to put a double S on there.
Bus. Yeah, because that, I mean,
I don't even think I spelled driver right. No,
I
did.
don't think, dude,
Roots right. Bus is definitely 2 S's. That's a little.
Root is right. Yeah,
Everything-
we got to put the lab coat on you. See, we got a lab coat in the house now. I'm going to probably have Danny try
Listen, I told you, man. I'm not neurotypical. I'm a little bit divergent. And if you're neurodivergent, then this podcast is for you. I got dyslexia. I got ADHD. I got probably. I don't.
Are you diagnosed with any of those?
Oh, buddy, heavily.
Which one?
You're
You're not diagnosed with every one of those things.
Dyslexia and ADHD.
Those, I believe.
Those I got a little interesting story. I was in order to stay in school in elementary, I had to go down and get diagnosed by the Edmonton Public School Board, and it was like I had to be in a learning strategies class and take Ritalin if I wanted to stay in Edmonton Public School. It was court ordered.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah. So then I got like super diagnosed with it, bro, and then and it was fun. It was good though.
We should get you some of them ADHD pills.
I don't want to because they take the soul out of you.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what takes the soul out of you. Fucking
A drunk guy at 3 a.m. at the bar.
No, 2 nights in Greensboro, North Carolina, brother.
Yeah.
That'll do it to you.
Well, tell us about the shows. How did they go? I know you told me.
Not
but
great.
Yeah, I told you. I like how they're like, you got to work a little bit cleaner, but then as soon as you land there, it was men lead, women breed.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking problem, right? They tell me on the way, like right before, I've already taken the gig, and they're like, I get some, message from some management, and they're like, listen, buddy, we need you to work a little cleaner this week. I'm like, okay. Like, first of all, I'm not filthy.
No.
I'm not filthy. I'm also not like, I don't know. I don't think
You don't do like shock humor or
no,
like
I'm not
anything
shock
like that.
humor, but I think my brain naturally leans into a place that's like not family friendly necessarily, but like whatever. I go up and it's Memorial Day weekend, big weekend down here in the USA, and so crowds are a bit light anyways, and you're doing the first show when the sun's still just fucking pouring through the windows like that. It's a bright club, right?
Oh, they didn't even.
I can make as many excuses as I want. I just didn't have the best shows, and I it's a different type of crowd. It's kind of that. It's a backcountry crowd, but it's still a diverse crowd. Like it's different country than what we're used to.
It's like Southern country, like
Southern country, and which is cool. I like that. But it was just like these were the types of people that like to be talked to. They wanted to be fucking made fun of.
like no material, like just crowd
they
work,
they kind of would check out on a lot of jokes, but then if you started fucking making fun of somebody in the audience, they'd be into that, which is like, fine, I can do that. I like it. I don't mind that. But then depending on who you have like headlining the show, it doesn't set them up for the best show when you're
because you've already exhausted all the crowd work. And
no. The opposite. If they're not like a crowd work person, you don't want to set that precedent where people think that that's the type of show it is.
Yeah.
Right? Where they can just be fucking loud and be aggressive. It's not my job to do. I can do that if I'm headlining because then I can take 15, 20 minutes, whatever I want to just go into the crowd and fuck around. But if you go up there and the people have like had a few drinks and now I'm up letting them talk to me because I like to let them talk, right? At one point, a security guard came up to tell a girl to be quiet. And I was like, no, let her fucking. I like it, right?
You just open up a can of shitworms for this guy, and you're like, yeah, thank you,
dude.
thank you.
Yeah.
I loved it. A great middle spot, eh? Super fun crowd.
No,
this guy's like, I hate you.
Yeah, you did.
I absolutely hate you.
No. He was cool. He was cool, but it was more like. And then of course, so after the first night, and like I got the note of like I have to be a little cleaner. Well, they were told me that before the weekend started, but then after the first night, it was like confirmed. It's like, all right, you got to pull back a little bit. So I'm like, okay, like, sure, like I'll do that again. Like I like to think I can pull back, and I don't have to work that way. But and again, dude, I wanted to be in a position to be like, go fuck yourself, and then I go up and I double down. Right. But then again, I'm like, this isn't my weekend.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a fucking asshole. I don't want to go up there and fuck this up for the other guy. So I got to respect what type of show it is, whatever. So then I did. I cleaned it up and the shows were fine. They were fine on the second night. Like the crowds were slightly bigger. And it was just okay, Danny. But the funny thing was, remember, I was sitting here telling you like, Daddy's got to go to work. Daddy's got to go to work this week.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
go. I went out there. I ate buffet food. I fucking drank beers. Not only did I take a beating, what felt like a fucking honest beating on stage.
Your heart and your wallet took a beating.
Everything got sucked out
The
of me,
best
dude.
part though too was where I was like, oh man, North Carolina would have been fun. I kind of want to go there. And then as I'm on my way to my gig, I see the text message you sent me. I go, fuck North Carolina, bro. I'm gonna have fun at Tiny Cupboard.
Yeah, it's a shithole, I said. Not their fault. Kind people. They were nice and they were nice to me, but it was just very much like I was in that like a section of town that was just like just hotels and fast food and
Everybody says like outside of the cities in America, everything just kind of feels like a strip mall.
a lot of it is that, but it's the same in Canada. There's a lot of fucking shitholes between, like, when you go from nice city to nice city, or big market to big market out in Canada, everything in between is kind of garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like, there's nice scenery and stuff, of course, and they had that there too, but, like, the towns themselves aren't great, and it was kind of like that. And it was just, but you know what, dude? It sharpened my sword again because I was getting like, starting to get comfortable here in New York and the pace of New York comedy and kind of like just throwing down here and doing well on my spots and then having to, you know, stretch a bit and do longer spots there again and just kind of take one on the chin a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like when you're like always performing in Toronto and then you go hit the road in like Alberta or Saskatchewan and then you're like, oh, I don't, there's like a disconnect.
Well, you had a good time at Comedy Bar. Enjoy the fucking curling rink in Aurelia this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it I don't know, it kind of woke me up. And I came back here and I was ready and it kind of shook me a bit because I had that show.
I don't even know what I'm doing, man.
Yeah, I had to go.
Am I even funny still?
Yeah,
What's
you know.
going on? I need sets.
You know those 3 a.m. thoughts. Those 3 a.m.
Dark
thoughts.
little. You moved here to bomb in North Carolina. You'll never work the road again.
Danny's lost all momentum on his fart videos. I'm bombing in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
yeah,
and like all of a sudden, our world is closing in on us.
Yeah, we were riding high there, getting everything we want, and then just nothing happened.
Yeah, but then we came bounced back hard on Friday. Had a
Yep.
great show at the theater with Theo. Theo's obviously awesome. Fucking Bizzle is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
His manager. So it was that was all good. And then we ultimately had a good weekend. Danny
We got haircuts.
we got a couple cuts.
We got a couple haircuts. We got a new set. We had some fun, and you know, I busted out the hair trick, and then
Oh yeah,
people
so
didn't like it.
we were Danny was we were hanging out. So there was a couple. We ended up back at the stand hanging out on the green room with all these other comics.
I got a little trick with my hair because I was born 12 pounds, so I can move the whole thing.
Look at that.
And people think
No,
it's
no,
like
do it again.
People's like, oh,
Give
is
us
it?
both sides. So if you're just listening to this, you can see Danny's entire
I
fucking
can literally
scalp
shift the whole head of my hair to the front to the back. I can move it as if I was wearing a hairpiece, a wig.
Yeah.
I got a good control over that, and my ears. I can move my ears without touching them, and so I got a good.
The mood in the
good
room
thing.
changed when you started doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't know how it happened.
You don't know, bro.
I don't know how it happened. I think I just naturally moved my head, and then Malik was like, "What did you just do?" I go, "Oh, bro, I can move my whole fucking thing." And then they got excited, and they were like, "Oh man, that's wild, that's crazy." And then I go, "Oh, you think that's also crazy? Wait till I can show you this." And then
This next one made people spit charcuterie
yeah,
out.
for the listeners, dude, I could literally pull my I got a lot of here. I'll show you.
Just do it.
So I can pull my whole fucking head up, dude.
It's fucking gross.
There's about there you go. Now it's good. It's in the pocket now. Now you can see it.
Oh, look at that.
I can pull the whole thing out. You could literally put a toonie under there and I could have it.
Yeah.
But-
so if this comedy thing doesn't work out, you can just go down to the pier and start
freak show.
pulling on your fucking
There we
head.
go. There we go. This is a good one.
Take a hat off.
That's a good one.
It's all fucked up, dude.
That's a good one. So I'm naturally being like, oh, I'm vibing with these people. They like the hair trick. They think it's funny. Is that a toupee? No, check this out. And then the whole fucking room was like, oh, no.
Yeah. The whole vibe changed.
And then everybody thought it was fucking weird, and I'm like, "What the fuck? I thought we were having a good time here."
The fact that you can't comprehend why that is weird. To
Well, I know
anybody.
it's nasty, but I mean, if you're stoked on the toupee move, and then I'm like, "Yo, here's the second one," and they're like, "What the fuck? That's nasty." I'm like, "Well, whatever. Fuck you. You wanted it."
Nobody wanted it.
Well, they got it.
They sure did.
They sure did. That's right. Fucking bring me the charcuterie tray. They're all disgusted. I'll eat more now. Ruin their appetites, and I'll get a couple more cheese slices out of that bitch.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what happened. You just you ended up getting to eat a lot more of the food in the room after you tugged on your fucking scalp for everybody.
Well, what can you do, right?
Not that.
Well, it was the natural transgress. It was the national.
Jesus Christ!
My brain's bleeding.
Hold on.
We got it. It's the natural progression of tricks.
Do you think it's possible you tugged on your head too hard?
Yeah, man. I fucking pulled I pulled some brain cells through my meningeus layer.
Your meningeus layer, dude. You remember you told me about the meningeus layer?
Meningeus layer.
What's the meningeus layer?
The meningeus layer is that small little layer of liquid in between your skull and your brain.
And what happens when you're getting a headache?
When you get a headache, your meningeus is a little bit dehydrated.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to flush up a little water, drink water. They tell you, oh, you got a headache, drink some water, have some good times.
Danny's been thinning my meningeus a lot
Thinning
lately.
his meningeus, and I'm thin as hair.
What?
I'm thinning your hair, and I'm thinning in your meningeus.
Yeah.
Making you lose your hair and pull it from pulling it out.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
I take it.
If we go pulling it out, you're not naturally losing it.
Yeah, no, my hair's fine.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. You're
Turning gray though.
You're not losing it.
Turning gray.
Yeah.
I had one dude. There was a black guy in the crowd, in North Carolina who was turning 52 years old, and he looked so fucking good. And I said to him, I was like, yeah. Somebody had brought up that it was his birthday, the host or whatever. I'm like, dude, how old are you? And he's like, 52. I'm like, holy shit, dude. I'm like, I'm 36. And he went, oh,
that's a hard
36. Fucking take a good look. This is how white people age, dude.
Yeah.
This is how white people age.
What do they say? They say black don't crack.
Yeah, well, white ain't right.
One look at you. You need to. We should dye it.
I look 50. We're gonna dye it on the
We
pod
should
once
dye
we
it.
hit 1,000 subscribers.
Let me put on those nice little gloves.
Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, Danny is going to dye my hair. And listen, I'm open to that fucking Eminem,
jet
that
black.
Slim Shady blonde.
No,
yeah,
dude,
with the
no.
dark eyebrows. Mhm.
Well, I can take a little like a shower cap, and then I'll put small little holes in the shower cap, and then pull your hair out, and then I'll through
Is
it.
that how you do the frosted tip?
Yeah, and then I'll frost your tips.
That'd be phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't take care of the grays though.
No, we're gonna leave those. Actually, I'm gonna frost your tips gray.
You're gonna frost them. No, I don't.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what I want.
Yeah, well, hey, 1,000 subscribers lets me do whatever I want to your hair.
You can, yeah, dude.
And then you can vote on it. Yeah, you will put up a vote for it. What we can do with Jarrett's hair.
What I'd like is nice jet black hair.
Yeah, of course you want
No,
jet
no,
black
jet
hair.
black,
You
the
do
kind
not
that-
want frosted
No.
tips in 2024. You might as well buy one of those coca shell
But
necklaces.
I want that like jet black, where when you go out in the sun, you can tell it's so fucking unnatural.
like what's that?
like a crow.
Sociers and the greasers and the
greasers and the
Yeah.
socias
Sociers.
and the greasers from the Outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I want to fucking keep a blade comb.
Yeah.
You know, like a switchblade
Yeah.
comb. And I fucking just
Slide it back.
and then I just go on stage and eat shit for 10 minutes, and you can see the stage lights are just glistening.
And you start sweating, but then a little bit of the
A little
dye
of the
comes
black.
down. Your sweat's
Giuliani.
black.
I get Giuliani on stage.
Then I
Yeah.
use one of those combs, and then my whole scalp just pulls back.
It just lifts
Just
right off your head.
shifts. Oh, what's going on with that?
Oh, bro. I wonder if that is part, because I do think I saw it in how you kind of acted in the bar this weekend, and then between you tugging on your head and the way you got worked up and gripping your stool like a kid that has to sit in the back of the classroom, I kind of, those wild cards that you don't know what he's about to do. I saw a bit of ape.
Well, dude, I
Like
mean,
primal. You're a primal guy.
yeah, I think so. And I don't know, man. I was watching a documentary on Neanderthals, and they kind of showed the forehead of a Neanderthal. And
Neanderthal.
and I got traits.
Sure you do.
I got
Do you have
Neanderthal.
the occipital bun?
No, I don't have
The
that.
occipital bun is the bump.
I
in
don't
the back.
have that. Mine's more so just how the eyebrows come out.
You have a forehead that comes.
the eyebrows a little protrude a little bit.
You got a hood.
Yeah, I got a little visor. I got an eyebrow visor. I got a skull visor, like Master Chief's helmet, dude. My eyebrows just come out like Master Chief's helmet.
Give us a good
Spartan
side
117.
See that? Holy shit! A lot of shade. Your eyes get any sun?
That's why I don't blink, because they're fucking. They don't get dried out by the sun.
But you got the Eclipse fucking box of Cheerios built right in there, eh? You can stare right into the Eclipse.
yeah, I don't know, man. It was so fun, but I think it was just like we stayed out late. I was tired, and then people didn't like the fucking trick. They didn't like the trick.
They didn't like the trick.
They didn't like the trick. They
That's what, dude. Hold on.
They didn't
dude. That's
they didn't like the trick. They made me feel self-conscious. And then when I was going out, that prick came by, and I was like, "This is too much."
I'm just enjoying my Sorry, you have to forgive me. I'm enjoying my last vape.
Because we didn't want you to quit because you were on edge.
This is my last vape. I told you I was going to quit 2 weeks ago. I told you I was going to quit 3 weeks ago.
That's that prick's vape too. You stole it from him.
Funny enough,
Yeah.
the guy that Danny wanted to fight handed me this vape and then walked out of the bar carrying his glass of vodka.
Yeah.
He had a full.
He looked at me and said, "Do you want me to leave?" I said, "I don't want you to talk to me." I'm like, "You can do whatever you want, bro. If you want to leave, sure, you can leave, but don't talk to me." And then he just went, "I'm gonna leave then." And then you took his vape and he just left, stumbling, hitting every chair with a full glass.
No, he handed me the vape first of all, and then as he walked out, and I did. Yes, was there an opportunity for me to stop him and be like, "Hey, buddy, you left your vape behind"?
No, we don't do that to that guy. That guy's a prick.
Yeah, well, thanks, brother.
Yeah.
If you're listening, God, that guy missed that dude.
But it was just funny where he's like, "You want? Should I leave?"
I'll
And he kept trying to say sorry. I felt bad for him after, but I mean, like, I don't like. It's just fun when you can just check a guy right away, and then they're like, because they think you're like, oh, smiling, having a good time, and then you immediately switch up on them, and then they're like, oh. And then
you
you're
see
like,
this? You see this eyebrow hood, dude?
Yeah, man. I had to get real bad cop on him.
What about this?
That was a thing where I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm getting bad cop.
People
on
still
you.
think we're cops, by the way. That happened again. We ran into
I got an NYPD shirt just for the heck of it too now.
a guy outside of our place. But corner update.
Oh, our corners. Yeah, while you were gone, 5 a.m, I hear it. Boom! Loud smash. Woke up to a loud smash, and I went, "Oh, I wonder what that is." And then immediately, like, bunch of wee cars come, light up the whole scene.
Wheel cars came.
Some one of those came, and then I look. One car T-boned in our intersection. The other one went through and smashed out the staircase of the apartment complex next door. Apparently, there was a chase. He was speeding, and the police officer was chasing him. And then while he was in pursuit, he ran the red light, T-boned a car, flew into there, and mad shutdown. They had to sweep up. The car front end of the car was exploded.
And you know what we do? If I had been here, I would have fucking threw up my curtains, and I would have looked out there and saluted those sons of bitches.
That's what I walked out there and went, "Oh, Jarrett, look, you got to have it." And I sent it to you. Nice 5 a.m, 18 cop cars, 2 ambulances, and a fire truck. And then
good shit.
Yeah.
Dude, good shit always happens when I leave town, man. There was such stuff.
Well, it's too quiet. It's been too quiet around here.
When I was younger, one time I went to Spain when I was 19 years old, and I was working at the ice cream factory out where I grew up.
Nestle?
At that time, Chapman's.
Good ice cream.
Big shout out to April and Dave Chapman. And when I left, you ever had that, like when you leave like home or something for a week, and then something happens there that you're like, that would never have happened if I was there. You know what I mean? So I left, and if we fired up, it was Facebook at the time, and that motherfucker burned to the ground. I had been working there like that summer, right? And then this was right at the end of the summer, and it was like the day after I left. The ice cream factory we put on Facebook, the whole fucking thing went up in flames and burned down, and god damn it, I wasn't there for it. But also,
and then no one could get Chapman's ice cream in your whole neighborhood, and that was the Great Chapman's Fire of 2002.
The Great Chapman's Fire of 2009.
2009.
And no, they kept that baby afloat, dude. They kept that baby. They rebuilt bigger, stronger than ever.
Yeah.
They're pumping out ice cream, dude, at a rate that they used to, that's where you get your PC ice cream. I don't know if you still do, but
I guess you couldn't really, like, you think it would be cold, and then the ice cream would help, like, guide the fire.
Do you think cold stops fire, Danny?
No, I think, like, it's a bit of a deterrent. I think
So just the temperature.
I think the temperature.
Cold is a deterrent of fire.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because fire's hot.
Damn, dude.
And then I think, like, the cold area would be like, oh, it would be harder to keep the heat. Harder to keep the flame hot.
I'm just trying to let you work through this one.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I think I think the ice cream would come in a factor too, because it's a liquid once it's melted, and then
A lot of carcinogens in there, though. A lot of fucking things will blow up.
Yeah, hey, the mint chocolate
Pistachios?
chip just turns into an explosive.
Won't pistachios blow up if they're kept together? Like if they're a compact bag of pistachios in the right amount of heat, you got like a fucking beached whale. You ever seen a whale blow
It's like
up?
a buckshot.
You ever seen a whale blow up?
Yeah.
They get filled with gas.
Yeah, on the internet, not in person.
Explode. Yeah, I've not seen it in person. Okay.
Seen a couple
I
whales.
feel like this was just psychotic. I don't know what we have talked about, but I think we gotta check ourselves right now, real quick.
Our weekly check-in and set our
No,
intentions?
not quite. We're gonna set our intentions, but I think we gotta address just where are we at mentally in this town at this moment. Okay, so we said, okay, you've been on edge. You're coming back.
Oh, I'm good.
You're good now.
I'm good now.
The Oil play a big game tonight.
Oil plays a big game tonight.
good?
The internet kind of like bugged me a little bit, but see, this is the thing, right? I had to realize, like, okay, what am I grateful for? What is life really good? And these things that bothered me, I think it was just an annoyance of lack of sleep, and then all three things happened where it was like back to back to back to back. That's what made me agitated, and then we caught up on our sleep, and we're good to go.
We did. We got some good rest, and that's important.
And to be honest, man, I haven't been set off in a while, like several years, couple years. I haven't had a flare up, a temper flare up.
Well, I have a feeling,
years.
I don't know that you got it out of your system, more so that we're just getting closer and closer to the big bang, and it's coming, and it's going to happen right here in New York City, dude.
I don't think it will. I think I'll repress it, and then I'll go when I go back home. Someone will get it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Someone will get it on home soil.
I'm gonna wake up with you just panting over my bed in the middle of the night, like, Danny, what are you doing in here?
It's time.
Oh no!
No, it's like I go back home and I have a PTSD snapback from like the war down here.
Well, you're going back to Bird. Assume we need you out of the States for a second. You know, you need to go breathe.
Gotta get the touch of my lady.
We need to get you another good fart into the internet. We got some fart content coming up, by the way. I don't want you guys to think that we're done with Danny farting.
We do got fart content.
Into and onto things. There's going to be a lot more of that. Yeah, let's set some intentions, man, because I think we slipped. I'm quitting vape, 100%. Done. Did it.
After this mini?
That's it. That's the last one. I've been saying it for weeks now. This is it. I'm done. Get it out of here. I don't want to fucking see it anymore.
I can get rid of it for you.
It's nice in the morning, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So this week, my intentions are to get back on track here, okay? I went from having some bad shows into a nice fucking big one. Now I got to reset, work on some new material. We got to finish figuring out this set. We got to finish building out this podcast set. We got to keep pumping out these episodes. We got some work to do this week. Danny's leaving for a couple weeks, so we got to bang out a few episodes for you guys. We're not going to miss a goddamn week, okay? We're never missing a week. That is our guarantee to you. I'm going to be in a goddamn coffee shop or bowling, wherever I have to be tomorrow morning to get this thing uploaded. I'll be there.
Blink Fitness.
Might be the gym. And then so my intention this week is we're going to get these podcasts done, and we're going to go back to the gym 6 days, 1 day of rest. And guess what? Yesterday was our rest day.
We did it.
So,
we did 6 days a week.
Yeah, we did. Booyah. All right. So we got to get back to that. I'm going to get working on my new material. I got a bunch of shows this week. I got some new jokes that I need to start fleshing out. I'm tired of the old shit. I'm tired of it, Daddy. I don't want to do it anymore.
No more showcase sets.
Tough selling this shit. You know, how can I expect the audience to believe in it when I don't fucking believe in it?
Yeah, if your heart's not in the bit, then it's like you just are your waist.
So for me, it's the back to the vape. Boom, back to the vape. New jokes, getting the pods done, staying healthy in the fucking gym, and getting my mind right, because I've been a little twisted up too. So I'm gonna try to get my my head back, and I'm gonna try to come back, kick New York right back in the fucking balls this week, dude.
Mm-hmm. My intentions are I'm going to stay off the pizza. Sometimes I've been a little bit loose with the pizza because, you know, we're going heavy in the gym. I'm going to rock the shows all week. Got some good shows. We got a little something in the works too. So I'm going to try and can't really speak on it right now. So we're going to try and solidify that takeover.
Exciting project.
Yeah, exciting project. And then just mind myself if I feel like people are bothering me and getting on my case, then I'm just going to let it roll off my back like water to a duck. And I'm really going to really just stay on top of my gratefulness and my gratitude towards the situation that we're living in right now. And it's not let these fucking Yankees get to irk me.
I thought that, Danny, if I may, I think that you spoke quite well this week. A few hiccups. We got to slow you down.
I'm going to work on my single S's on bus.
Yeah. Spelling's a whole different fucking disaster, but I think you articulated your words today as well as you could, as well as we can ever expect.
Yeah, we had one there. The thing is, I think too fast. I think too fast. And the relay from
body
my brain,
not built for brain.
The relay from my brain to my mouth to the words to the consonants, vowels, and pronunciation of things. Sometimes there's a little electric gap.
Sure is,
a little
buddy.
synapse doesn't fire
a
as
little
quick.
Water on the motherboard. Listen,
More so milk.
we gotta go, man. We got shit to deal with.
I feel like this podcast was a little all over the place.
this was sporadic. This one.
We had,
But they're not all going to be fucking cohesive and concise. We're keeping it together with gum here mentally, and we're trying. But guess what? We're coming back. We're coming back next week. We're coming back the week after that. We're getting bigger. We're getting fucking stronger. We're keeping the gloves on, and we're gonna keep belting this town in the goddamn mouth, dude.
yeah, and they're gonna be consistent. There's another C word for you.
That's a big one.
If they're not cohesive, or the other word you said
What did I say?
you said cohesive and coherent,
Okay.
but they will be consistent.
Hell yeah, dude. God bless you guys. God bless the Dude Buddy podcast and anybody checking us out. Like I said, we're going to have an exciting guest next week, so we're really looking forward to that. Keep fucking subscribing. Keep listening. Keep checking us out. Keep coming back. And keep supporting the boys.
Keep living life and go Oilers go.
I've been a dude.
And I've been a buddy.
God bless America and God bless you.
Until next time.